Ladies and gentlemen. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Back. Oh yes, I'm back again, right? Right. I'm back again. Give you, I got me here with a different people, different cast of people. Podcast King, right? Needles, Maslin, Post. And I actually haven't really spoken to them yet, so I don't know besides Needles, I'm sorry. What they think about what they thought about Sony's show. As you guys are coming in, you got your boy back in Twitter jail. Hit the like button. And we're gonna try to have a good show today. Griff, you wanna hop in, Griff? You can if you want. You know what I mean? So hold on 1 second. Yeah. 1 second. Without a working camera. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, all right, so as you guys are coming in, what's up? Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got Neverland Latine going on. Yeah, I'm going live again, baby. Griff, Gold 13. Spread the status TLR. What's up, baby? Taking God just NFZ. What's going on? He said Ghost of Tsushima stole the show. All right. Hey, Griff, I'm in Twitter jail again. Any of you guys following? Hey, Nephew, following Griffin Gaming on
Twitter?
I got him. Yeah, send me a link, please. Wade, what's up, Wade? Who's next? Alex, what's going on, Alex? Hey, Alex, if you want to hop in, you can, bro. If you want to. All right. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Like I said, a little podcast fatigue, but I gotta, this is our Emmys, this is our E3, these are our Tonys. This is holiday season for gamers, man. Mass, what's going on, good brother?
What up, man?
Did you see the show? Did you like the show? Talk to me.
I saw the show. If they hadn't shown gameplay for the 4 games that they said, that shit would have been worse than EA's.
Oh,
damn.
Oh, okay, but did you like what they showed? Like, were you like ecstatic?
Death Stranding? No, that shit was stupid. Like, there was nothing in that whatever the fuck was supposed to be shown that told me A, that this game is coming out before 2022. B, that this game is worth a damn, because there was literally no gameplay, no action, no, like, they just walked and showed this motherfucker climbing the mountain over and over and over again.
Literally a walking simulator.
Like, that shit was stupid. That shit was funny.
IGN.
It looked great though.
Yeah, whatever. So Order looked great. That shit, like I said.
Yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima looked dope. Spider-Man looked like Spider-Man. I think it'll be a good game. It looks like Spider-Man. And Last of Us 2 looked good. They didn't give any release dates for any of this shit. And I'm not one of those people who gets on my hands and knees for Naughty Dog, because I remember when they revealed The Last of Us, the first one, and they was talking about how enemies would react to you pointing a gun at them and they would cower from you, but none of that shit made it to the final game. So until I get the final game in my hands, what they showed at E3 looked good, but for all I know, that shit could be, a vertical slice they specifically made until I see the actual gameplay in my hands. But outside of those, 3 of the 4 games, outside of Death Stranding, because again, that shit did not help anything. Outside of that, the rest of the conference was trash. They showed The Last of Us. He came out and he talked about church for 4 minutes. Then they showed The Last of Us. Then they took a 15 fucking minute break.
20.
20, yeah, it was 20-minute break of doing jack shit so they could walk over to the other venue. And then they came back, showed another game. And in the middle, they showed Resident Evil 2. Cool. They showed what else?
Resident Evil 2 multi-pack control.
Yeah.
Wait, are you saying Sony had a bad show?
I'm saying that shit wasn't great.
The
conference,
that shit was funny. IGN
Hey.
said Death Stranding was impressive because it was confusing.
What the
Lord,
fuck?
They said, the lady literally said Death Stranding was my favorite showing. It was impressive because it was so confusing.
Different.
I'm like, what the Lord have mercy. The shit
You
that
gotta
Sony
spin
get
that
away
shit.
with, man. No, that couldn't have been Microsoft press con. You have about 50 articles out right about now, trashing the whole company right now.
Hey, hold on. Before we even continue, can we just agree the games you might like those games? I'm not gonna argue that.
Mhm.
But the presentation itself was trash.
Trash.
Like the way they handled it.
That was too fucking.
They literally put an Inside Xbox episode in there. That's how bad it was.
There was a dude. You know what? Yeah, it was inside Xbox. Like literally, there was a motherfucker playing a banjo for 5 fucking minutes, and a motherfucker playing the Japanese flute for 5 fucking
That's
minutes.
some bullshit.
Why the fuck was that there?
My
Why?
interpretation of it is, who was the guy that got on stage first?
That was
The
Sean
CEO.
Layden? Yeah, Sean Layden.
Layden.
And the Worldwide Studios.
It was up to him to set the tone and the expectations
he
of
was
the
awkward
show.
as hell.
And he kind of babbled on like he didn't even want to be up there. He could have had an opportunity to explain, look, this is the layout of the show. This is what's going to happen. So the audience, not only there, but who was watching online could know what's going on. So we know a 15 to 20 minute, intermission was coming up. That shit was just all over the place. And dude playing the banjo with nothing on the screen, motherfuckers just watching him play a banjo. You could have had like some video footage or something in the background.
It was worse because when they do play the banjo, they showed The Last of Us. Then they went to that long ass break, and then they came back with a dude playing a fucking flute immediately. Came back with a dude playing the flute.
Yeah,
and can we agree it was dumb to do it that way to cater to that 1% that was there?
The presentation
99%.
the presentation was trash. It was inconsistent. The pacing was off. Whoever thought of that idea didn't really taking account of the millions of people that was watching on the stream.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I can understand the people that's there moving from theater to theater, watching everything that's going on in the environment and the screens and stuff. But people at home, from the stream perspective, we're not seeing that. All we're doing is watching 4 people on screen trying to stretch 20 minutes.
But remember, they did that same thing for God of War.
Man, no, I want to hear that, Alex. That shit was terrible, bro.
God of War for you, it might be terrible. They trying to
terrible, bro.
Look at the space they had him in the beginning. That was the same space they had him.
I'm not. Look, it was good for people who was there, but I'm talking about for people on stream. That was a wrong format, bro.
It wasn't even good for people who was there.
Listen, they did it their way. They're not gonna follow the same trend the way Microsoft.
It wasn't even good for.
It's not about being different. It's about
got more excuses than
boring.
I get what you're saying. Nobody got excuses. Listen, it wasn't for you. I dug it. I think it was all right.
You dug them talking for 20 minutes?
Why not? They explained
them 4 people on screen. Them 4 people on screen had to stretch 20 minutes, bro. They had to stretch. They were sitting there looking at. Are we ready? Do you want to ready to go? Here we go now. Here we go.
Here we
go.
Okay. Now we
Have you seen what they did in that intermission? They showed you games.
No, they showed that one game. What games?
What's up, Z?
Hold on, let me pay the bills right quick. Vicious Lord 66 says Sony exclusive games were fire though.
Yeah, they were.
Again,
they were.
That is literally the only thing that made this better than its conference was that the game.
But didn't they say this months ago that they were going to focus on these 4 games?
And I remember months ago we were sitting on multiplayer talking about how this conference was going to be trash, just like it was, and everybody was arguing with us. No, that's not what he said. They're not just going to show them 4 games.
We were arguing. You said they show gameplay. That makes no sense.
No. Oh my god!
No. Prior to this, everybody was saying that the conference was not going to be trash. That Sony always keeps something up their sleeve.
Yeah,
something about that. Not just
up their sleeve. They showed you exclusives. They show you different exclusives that they.
We already knew them exclusives though.
And
man.
you know about Neo 2?
You still don't get no
release
date.
Poster, you said you know about it. You know about Neo 2?
Well, we didn't know about Neo 2. That was
Also,
a
don't say you
surprise.
knew about it.
Okay, but we still
saying
right now, that's
on
an
Neo
Did they
2.
show
Right now,
gameplay
that's
in Neo
an
2?
They showed no gameplay on that.
Did they show gameplay in Neo
Did they
2?
show Halo Infinite gameplay?
No, they didn't, and we
So
trashed
then-
them for that.
So
Well,
then-
Halo
Right, and I
Infinite
trashed
was-
that shit.
Halo Infinite, that
Trash.
showing was
You're
not
real
to
big
show
about
the
trash,
game.
too.
The Halo Infinite was to
No,
show
you
the
gotta
new
keep that a buck,
engine.
though. Those
They
two
don't
are
get no credit for that
Halo
shit.
Infinite was to show the new engine.
Right,
Now,
it's an
what
engine.
I
They don't
hear-
get no credit for that shit.
Halo
But Neo 2
Infinite-
splash screen, that shit
Yeah.
don't get credit either.
Yeah,
So for what?
All right, you think I hate y'all dick riding? Oh, they got 5 new studios. What they showing you? What was the view? The view on the
Of
new 5
course,
studios?
come on now. Look, man, don't do
Hold on,
that.
hey,
Don't do that,
hey,
Alex.
hey,
Don't
you
do
was
that,
big
Alex.
culture.
I was
You
dick
sit
riding
up
them 5
here.
studios.
No,
Listen,
man, you sit
I
up
let
here
y'all
every
talk.
time
Listen,
you get on
both of
this
you.
panel.
Let me talk for once. Y'all niggas talk too much.
Go ahead.
They announced those little 5 studios
Uh-huh.
with nothing to show you. This is what we working on. This is what we working on. They didn't give you shit.
Of course.
you
Do you
There's a
understand what
difference,
logic
though.
is?
There's a
Do you
difference.
understand what logic is? Hold on, let me break some down to you, brother. Because from the past shows, you get on here, you trash Microsoft about not having no studios and all that. They get that. All the studios they just named just released titles.
Let me ask you one thing.
Of course, they're not gonna
All
have
right.
nothing to
All right,
show
hold on. We've been
when they
building for quick.
just released titles.
Hey, listen,
Uh-huh.
my man Classic Love said post. You niggas are worried about presentation more than gameplay that they showed. Yet Microsoft really
That's what I'm saying.
Microsoft showed more gameplay than Sony, though.
Presentation.
Where?
Did not.
Let me tell you something.
That's the
No.
Presentation and gameplay go together.
Y'all motherfuckers not listening and
Microsoft
looking at the
showed
real
gameplay.
Sony.
Let me tell you.
Microsoft showed more gameplay.
Let me
than
give you
Sony.
what Sony did today. Sony basically said, okay, Microsoft showed you what's
Ain't no
coming out on both
game.
platforms.
Microsoft showed more gameplay than
No,
Sony.
they
and
showed
That's
you what's coming on
bullshit. No,
both
they
platforms.
One at a time. One at a time,
Told
please.
you
One
what
at a
was coming
time.
on both
One
platforms.
at a time.
The majority of gamers that bought the PlayStation, they already know these games coming to PS4. So they said, let them have that. We're going to show you what we're making. What you should
I
be
will say
excited
this
for.
to respond to Classic Love.
Hold on, I ain't
will
done
say
yet.
this.
Luke,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
off of a podcast where Luca was like, she wants to buy a PS4 Pro now. Why is that? She said, because the games that they got coming out makes you want to buy a PlayStation console. Come on, bro. You want
Okay.
people to buy your console because of what you're bringing on the console.
Okay, and I seen some people that said they looked at Sony conference and said they was going to buy an X. So it goes both ways.
In what
Yes.
understanding?
Yes, I've
Who's
heard
this?
people. Come
Who?
on now.
Who?
And he was a Sony
You hear from
guy.
Crap Gamer
He
or
was a
something?
Sony guy.
He must have been talking to Crap
MVP.
Gamer.
MVP was just in Bang Bang saying he just after that show, I want to buy X. And he a Sony guy.
Showing nothing but
And he a Sony guy. And to answer Classic Love,
Nothing
to
but
answer Classic Love, what you show is just as important as how you show it. How you show what you show is just as important as how you show
Now
it.
we talking about presentations, no
and
doubt.
gameplay goes hand in hand.
All right, let
You know
me
what I'm
pick
saying?
it up.
I'm talking about. Look, let's say Microsoft showed what they showed 7 exclusives, right? And then the other 43 games was
You saw something
multiplayer,
exclusive
right?
yesterday?
Yeah,
What?
they showed 7
Can you give me
And
the
they
new
showed the
exclusive?
exclusive today too. They show one today. Vigor that didn't hit the stage
yeah,
yesterday.
the shit from DayZ.
Sony been showing exclusives since last week. Twin Mirrors.
I don't
You
know
forgot
that.
about that? They've been showing exclusives coming to the console. You just let the shit go
Hold
over
on,
your head.
Coming to
Let me
PSVR.
Let me put
VR.
it.
No, PS4.
Let me
Coming
put
to
it
VR
really quick.
games that they showed all last week.
No, that wasn't a VR game. Look it up, bro. Twin Mirrors.
A Gauntlet said.
It's a VR game.
You want
Gauntlet
to
said,
bet that?
Hold on. Gauntlet said that Kingdom Hearts 3 Pirate World had better graphics than Halo 5. Laughing my ass off. Hey, Ripple.
Yeah.
That's messy.
All right, now,
That's just trolling right there.
hey, yo, what are your thoughts about the show today?
I thought they had great content and a shitty presentation.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's exactly what the
games
show
speak for
was.
themselves. I mean, that's what we all watch E3 for, is to watch games and
Okay.
gameplay. So
Right.
the whole intermission thing was stupid. They should have just had the people who were there in person go through the whole venue switch experience, and they should have just kept the live stream going
Yeah.
like in a separate feed.
I mean, I
for
get you
people
on that
watching.
point.
And that's
I
why I
get you.
just said.
Yeah, I get
That's
you on
what
that
we were
point,
trying
When
but
you show something, it's just as important as what you showing because
if you get what
you
they did,
cutting
though-
shit, it takes away from the experience.
But if you
When
get what they
you,
I
did,
you
agree.
hit us
They
with
put
that,
you
in that
you
Last
hit
of
us
Us
with that
world.
Last of
Hold
Us 2 and then just go to a 20-minute break.
I
We
thought I was
ready
on the
for-
wrong
Share
live
my
We
stream.
was
screen
ready
real
for
quick.
them to go in. We was ready for them
Alex,
to
is
go
this the game you
in.
was talking about?
Which one?
This one.
Hold on, I'm looking at the
Wait, you
show.
question my man Alex integrity?
Is this the game you was talking about?
What game is that? I don't see nothing.
Twin Mirror, right?
Yeah, I don't see nothing.
You gotta scroll it down.
Twin mirror, yeah, twin mirror.
He said Twin Mirror, so it must be.
PS4, Xbox One, and
Oh, come on, goddamn, Maslin.
Wow.
That's slight, my man. That's slight. I'm just saying, bro. Like, it's slight.
Don't do that shit. No, don't do that Do it to yourself.
The exclusive is Quiet Man or whatever.
Listen,
People thought, hey, you know, what's the name did the same. J-Dub did the same. He all on Twitter talking about Control exclusive. We got Quantum Break 2. It's a multiplat, dummy.
is it? I don't know.
Motherfuckers jumped down this rabbit hole.
It was the present time I seen it. It was present on Sony stage.
It was the first time you saw 50 of them world premieres at fucking Xbox stage. But that shit was trash, right?
All right, that's another question I have too. When they said console launch exclusive, does that mean it's not coming on PC just for consoles?
No, it's just a launch first.
No, that means it's gonna launch on Xbox first.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it.
and
Look,
PlayStation, right?
Look, my interpretation of both of these conferences, Sony had great content. Don't get me wrong. Last of Us 2 was magnificent.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm surprised they let that shit go through. That'd be
magnificent. Those two titles, if you look at those two titles and the rest of the content that they showed,
it was
big separation in graphical quality.
Hold on 1 second.
It was a big separation. I think those two titles are cross-gen titles.
Oh, okay. Charles says, like I said yesterday, with you all laughed, this was the point of showing third party with no content. Kingdom Hearts 3 bundled with PS4 Pro, but the game was shown on Microsoft.
I mean, on PlayStation as well.
Yeah, they said ahead of time.
That shit was everywhere.
That's no surprise, man. The Japanese gonna show Japanese love. That's just what they do.
I'm surprised they gave.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think a Kingdom Hearts 3 Xbox would sell though.
The first 13 Kingdom Hearts games were only on PlayStation.
Yeah, so that's logic right there.
Yeah.
The only thing, it's like I was telling Z prior to the show, the only thing that was strange to me is that Team Ninja, that relationship with Microsoft going back to the OG Xbox with Ninja Guy, they haven't showed them any love this generation. I know Dead or Alive 6, but you would expect a title like Neo to be on the Xbox.
It's not coming though.
I got a question. Well, whoever Griff.
See what the fuck you got on, man.
They got a ninja suit. He's getting ready for that.
Like he meditating and podcasting at the same damn time.
Listen here, man.
This motherfucker's been podcasting for 9 hours.
Listen, it's some dumb goy. Check this out, right? You know what talk about the fuck niggas, right? Check it out, right? Now again, I'm gonna ask you again. If you had to compare the choose, right? If you had to grade them, who would you say honestly? Who won E3?
Sony.
Yeah,
Sony.
What?
And the reason why I say it is because of the shit they're giving you, like exclusive wise, right now.
Yeah, Alex, I want to hit on that. So,
okay,
how about we rephrase the question? Hold on, let's rephrase.
Xbox for me.
Besides just watching,
what's Xbox for you? You don't even got a PlayStation.
Hold on,
you got God of War sitting there with the plastic.
Hey, hold on.
Fuck out of here, Alex. Don't keep putting my business out there like that.
Hey, besides watching the conference, if you're an Xbox consumer and if you're a PlayStation consumer, who do you be more happy with? Like for me, if I'm a PlayStation consumer, I'm going with Sony because they're showing me games I'm getting fairly soon, probably.
And if you're an Xbox enthusiast,
what is fairly soon?
You're happy
if
with
I'm
the
an
direction.
Xbox dude, I'm gonna be like they're showing me some cool shit for next generation.
So what is fairly soon? Because everything Xbox showed
next generation.
Hold on, everything Xbox showed is coming out 2019.
What games are those that were exclusive? What games?
What games that they showed at the PlayStation conference?
All right, but I'm asking you what games
had a release date, a release window, a release year.
Xbox is showing you shit that's coming out next year. What? Gears of War was the only one that was coming out for next
year. Gears, Crackdown, Battle
Trash now. Okay,
Battle. Really? All that shit's coming out next year.
Okay, and I guarantee you at PSX, Sony will show you release dates for The Last of Us.
Yeah,
which will probably be in June.
So it's wait till PSX.
And as I also said, they did the same thing
with the first one.
Wait,
hold on, Alex.
One came out.
Like I said, it was tangible. At least I saw gameplay.
I'm telling you, The Last of Us 2 and the Ghost of Tsushima, from my perspective, looking at those titles and compare with the other titles that they shown, those look like cross-gen titles. I'm sure that was even running on PS4 hardware.
I get that. I get that, right?
So
at least I seen it. At least I'm like, wow, that's going to come out eventually.
And it's gameplay.
And
Gears 5
gameplay.
Instead
of saying these guys are going to make me games and show nothing, I'd rather see what game is coming. That's what I mean by it.
Pay the bills. Somebody pay the bills.
And that
who is that? Charles Quentin with the $2 KFC?
No, in class love too.
Please don't do this release date shit again. Laugh out loud.
Yeah, so, like look at games like Crackdown. You can give a release date, but it doesn't mean it's coming out.
Yeah, certain individuals playing the God of War was 2020.
VO win 19. He said we can't can say Sony nor Microsoft because Nintendo was tomorrow. Laugh out loud. True, right there. Nintendo can surprise a lot of people.
What?
Fortnite, I guarantee.
He gonna say what?
Tomorrow.
A more powerful battery pack. What the fuck?
I think honestly, for what Sony showed today, it puts the Xbox One X to shame.
No.
Yes, it does.
Was games
Yes, it
graphically
does.
though?
Yeah, graphically, I
No,
agree.
graphically, it don't. Graphically,
It
it
does.
don't. Have y'all seen Gears 5? Y'all didn't take a look at
I
Gears
don't know what
5?
greasy chicken you eating. That shit fucking up your head right
Y'all
now.
didn't take a look at Gears 5.
Yeah, but Gears 5 and
But not
Forza,
like the
what
last
else?
one.
No. We not look. Don't try to talk about some what else. We're talking about graphics.
All
I
right.
will say the top 3 graphical games
Yeah,
at
what about
E3
The Last of Us
is
2?
Last of Us 2,
The Last of
Gears
Us 2 is on
5,
that
and
level.
Ghost of Tsushima.
So you
those
telling
the
me
three?
you
Those the
telling me
top 3
Gears of
graphical.
War? All right,
Gears
you
of War
telling
5
me
was
Gears
running
of
on
War
a
5
PC
looks better
too.
than The Last of Us 2.
Did you just say The
it
Last
was
of Us
something-
2
yeah.
is fine?
Yes.
You
yes.
smoking crack.
Yes,
You
go
smoking
look,
crack,
go
my
look,
nigga. I
go
did.
back
I
and look
watched
at
it
that
in 4K.
gameplay, nigga.
That shit ain't fun.
Go look back at that gameplay. And if y'all want to say
did.
Gears 5 was running
I
on
did.
PC, then you can say The Last of Us and Ghost of Tsushima was running on PC.
Hey, I ain't
Fuck
saying
is you
your man
talking
D
about?
Was running on PC.
Hey, hold up.
You mean D
what's
did.
up? Hey, yo, DB bugging. Hey, Chad, man. Hey, Chad, man. 20D put, yo, the best Sony show shit was lit. Yeah, that ain't want to get the game Sony showed was fucking. The only thing I'm real
Shit,
talk,
look at Spider-Man. That's about to drop.
Right.
Yeah.
And
I
they
was
left
not
you.
excited for
They left you
I
on the
look at it
most.
like this.
Yeah,
I
Griffin,
want to
my bad.
thank Sony
That shit was
because
trash.
Sony forced not only Microsoft but forced their fans to look at the holes in the things that Microsoft was missing as far as exclusive wise.
I don't think
So-
They prepare me for the future.
No, I'm not talking about Sony don't care, but I'm talking as far as their business and how they move this generation. It forced the fan to look at Microsoft and say, "Hey, what
They're
the fuck
serious.
is you doing over here?" So
Yeah.
you gotta big up Sony for what they're doing and what they put out and what they're continuing
They're
to
making
put
Microsoft
out
compete.
because it made the fans look at Microsoft like, "What the fuck you doing?" That Microsoft trying to get their
Yeah,
shit together. So I salute Sony. Shit.
Pay the bills.
Yeah, let's pay the bills. All right. So the J Club show said Microsoft have shown vigor yesterday. Looks good. And then Emerald over here says nothing looking better than Ghost of Tsushima.
And,
I'll be real. I don't think Gears top that game.
Nah, you ain't seen Gears 4K.
Bruh,
You over
Gears
there
look
watching.
great, but not
You
top
over
that
there
game.
watching that shit on the monitor in 1080p compressed.
Yo,
I
I see
watch
that
it
shit
in
4K
4K
HDR.
Yo, listen.
First of all, I watched it in 4K HDR for the Xbox
That-
presentation.
I
I
don't
watched
like-
Sony's on the 1080
Check
monitor.
glasses,
better,
whatever you
right?
got
That
in
should
your
tell you
eyes,
something.
bro. You need
Listen,
to
I ain't gonna
go
lie.
back
I'm
and look
watching
at that
it. The
trailer.
whole time I was watching it, I was like, "This can't be PS4 hardware."
Oh, wait, hold on
Can't
one
be.
second. We still got more. You guys missed the Fly Guy. Shout out to Fly Guy, guys. First time I'm seeing you in the chat. So the Xbox show was better, but Sony had the exclusives and gamers for life. How hard is it to understand the difference between multi-plat and exclusive? How hard is it to understand marketing schemes? You fuck niggas. Sorry.
Okay.
All right, continue.
Yeah, but Emerald, you guys read Emerald already.
I know.
Okay, here's the
Microsoft
question.
had a better conference. They showed me more games on the
And that's what I
Okay,
hear.
The pacing
had a
was
better
probably a little
presentation.
better.
period.
Pacing was
They
better.
showed 50 fucking games.
Okay,
multiplayer,
50
otherwise.
games that
Watch
are
the
coming
show,
out
it was
on the
better.
I'm
PlayStation.
going to play them. I don't give a fuck. Y'all
they're
in this,
coming out on
y'all in
both
this
platforms.
corporate dick sucking. Stop that shit.
It's not dick sucking.
Sony,
dickhead. Listen to me,
I don't give a
motherfucker.
fuck. I want to play games.
shit.
Fuck who makes them. Not
Listen to me,
some
dummy.
stupid-
Half of those games they showed, half the games they showed on that stage
Get
are coming out
off
on the
Yoshida's
PlayStation.
dick. Get off his dick.
Yoshi
Please,
more
get off
filthy.
his dick.
He mopping them, dog.
Get
He's
off
All
his
I
dick.
know,
Get
if
off
this
his
was-
dick.
If this was
Man,
vice
none of the more
versa,
games I'm gonna
hold
play,
on. If
period.
this was vice versa, and Microsoft had that type of show and then show no release
They
dates
never had
for
that
their
shit.
top two
They don't got
games,
talent. They don't got
nigga,
that
you will
talent.
be trashing Microsoft
Don't-
right
They
They
showed
now.
8
You will be
minutes of
trashing
great
them mess
gameplay
right
for all
now,
their
nigga.
exclusives.
Right.
I would not say a word negative about the
Come on,
conference. That was a
Bugging.
great showing for their exclusives. I don't think you can deny that.
Oh no, not the
Microsoft was
content
not
wise
on the
and what
same
they
level.
showing. The content wise and what they were showing was dope. Nah, I ain't taking
I'm
away
like-
from the
but-
content
We
wise.
didn't even see Crackdown
Let's
3
backtrack. Now, I want to
multiplayer.
backtrack real fast. He's talking about Microsoft showed 50 games.
I'm
Which-
gonna play
I don't
all
know-
of them on my
Listen.
motherfucking PC, and they're gonna look fucking glorious. They're gonna
You know
play
what's funny about this
60
corny
plus
nigga?
FPS.
You know what's funny
and I
about
don't
this
give a
corny
fuck.
nigga? He talks
But
so
they
much shit
showed
about.
more games that I'm
You
gonna
talk
play.
so much shit about your
Microsoft
PC,
had a
but
better
you dick
conference.
ride Xbox.
Period.
How is that?
Microsoft had a better conference. Period.
And-
They showed more games I'm gonna play. They showed more games you're gonna play.
Chat
Okay,
Chad
so-
with the $2 holler. Post up, stop. Gears don't come close graphically. You need to go back and look at that Gears 5 trailer towards the end when they showed gameplay.
Classic
Look at
Gloves.
the lighting, the
Hold on.
textures, and all that shit. Y'all
Yeah, but
tweaking, bro.
Gears look
Y'all
sick.
blind, bro.
Hey,
I'm telling
that
you, you're
Classic
blind.
Gloves.
You wear glasses, right? You already blind.
I know what I see. I know what to look for.
You're
when
not
I'm
seeing
looking
that
at
shit in
the
the
game.
right view. You heard?
Hey, yo,
I
Classic-
love what Sony showed, the density in the forest, the textures in the leaves and stuff, and the
maturity in the
trees and
game.
how
Like
the
I said,
environments and stuff like that. That shit looked crazy. I ain't taking
look at
nothing
the art
away.
direction that half
I
of the
ain't
games that
taking nothing
Microsoft's
away.
coming out with, and look at the art direction.
I know that Ghost of Tsushima and The Last of Us 2, if you look at the grass and the leaves, they look like they were sharing some of the same assets, but ain't nothing wrong with that either.
Hold up. A Classic Love said, please cut DR mic off.
There you go.
Now here's a question. All right, well, a Griff. Maybe you may agree with me with this, right? All right, now, if I'm not mistaken, or everyone was saying like Microsoft got to kill this E3, and they were saying also that they have a lot of huge surprises, more or less alluding to, to their E3 press conference, right? I left Microsoft's E3 conference wanting more because again, they didn't step outside they color outside the lines when you just think about Gears of War and Halo. We didn't get anything else. You know what I mean? And you know even the Halo that they did show, that's just an engine, something. You know what I mean? An engine.
Yeah.
Protecting for the engine. Like, what are your thoughts about that?
I mean, I think it's funny. There was people hyping this up, basically saying like for them to be happy, Microsoft would have to show at least 1 or 2 new IPs. They would have to make the studio announcements. They would have to have at least some sort of gameplay for Crackdown 3 multiplayer. And we didn't get any of those except the studio announcements. So I'm pretty disappointed with that. They should have had at least 1 new IP up there. I don't care what you say. Yes, the studios, they all went out and just put out a new game. But guess what? It still doesn't do anything for us in the short term. And it doesn't solve the biggest problem with the Xbox One. The next generation Xbox will be great because it'll have more first-party studios, but that does nothing for the product we went and bought last November.
And that's
the consumer.
That's what my main beef was. The fact that you're getting hype for 5 studios that the X is not even going to utilize those games with. That's my problem.
Oh, the X will utilize those.
You talking about
you don't know that,
bro?
The X will utilize those 5 studio games.
All right, so
you don't.
They didn't show you a blueprint on none of those games.
No, I'm telling you, the
listen.
S will get discontinued. The X will be the base model, and they will go into the next gen. And every title will be cross-gen.
You're telling me
it will
in
be
2
cross-gen
years
titles.
All right, so you're telling me in 2 years, out of them 5 studios, one of them is going to have a game out in 2 years.
Probably not.
So how? All right,
I didn't expect that when they announced it. I didn't expect that when they announced the 5 studios. All of them just recently released games. Forza Horizon 4. You got Hellblade. We Happy Few, whatever that game is.
That game's not even out yet.
Yeah, it's about to release. It's still in preview, but it's about to release in August, I think.
And it's coming
so
out
all
for
these
PlayStation.
these studios that they
That's the crazy
announced
part.
are at the end of just releasing titles. So it's going to take them time to go into other things. I mean, I knew that when they announced it. And just like I said on the other show, that shit was for next gen.
All right, hold on.
All right, but it still doesn't utilize the fact that you just spent $500 on a console. Like, look, I spent $400 on my PS4 Pro 2 years ago,
And you got games immediately.
and I got games that's utilizing that console right now.
All right, hold on. Pay the bills right quick. Mo14, thank you for the $2. Said, please cut DR mic off. He ain't getting mad, and he ain't talking no more. But my man Carlos Crespo said, multiplats are multiplats, no matter who shows it.
Yeah, I mean, I got games. I'm getting use out of my Xbox One X. I think this notion that if you don't have exclusives or a lot of exclusives, that your game console is not being put to use. My shit is being put to use with exclusive and multi-plat.
How about this? Read Ron Lamont's comment.
Sony show makes you want to buy PS4 for the exclusive. And Xbox showed everything I'm going to play on my PS4. Last of Us 2 games played before Crackdown. Right now, what is that? A RM or M? My GP, whatever that shit is. Yeah. I mean, that's his preference. That's how he feels. I can't take that away from him. But everybody don't feel like that. A lot of people do. A lot of people don't. Everybody got different reactions from that show. Everybody is not gonna kiss ass like up to Sony like Alex is, man.
I'm not kissing ass. I'm excited for what they got coming. So
I'm excited for both of them because
you don't even own the console. You don't even give them a shot. You haven't even bought a PS4 to play your God of War, bro.
I have played a PS4 before. I can get access to
but we're
PS4.
talking about you playing and playing those exclusives now.
I have playing games. You haven't played half the exclusives Sony has put out, nigga.
Go look at.
you talking about?
Go look at my game attack, bro.
You ain't. You probably just started playing.
Every time I seen you while we was on the Xbox, you was on Cody until he took that shit away.
Get your ass out of here. I'll be on all types of shit, bro. And yes, I be on Cody because sometimes I'm chilling with my girl watching a movie.
Okay.
Sometimes I'm chilling with my kids watching a movie. Ain't shit wrong with that.
Yo, pay the bills.
Fuck out of here, boy.
Pay the bills. Pay the bills.
I can't see you guys.
I'm not down playing the show. Why everybody think I'm down
Top
playing the
Dog
show?
says for next gen, please cut off Post Up's mic and Mr. Potato Head. And Von Lamont says it's official. Post Up is the black crap gamer.
I mean, he has a preference. I don't get mad at he has a preference. He likes Xbox.
I got more. Chad, my man 23 said Post Up. 80 million people got that preference. You read my man said I've been had skills of Days Gone, shits on State of Decay, and Ubisoft Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Murder, Sea of Thieves.
Oh shit!
Stole the show what Xbox releasing this year.
Yo, they donating crazy right now.
Even had Quantum Break 2 control. Like, come on. When we can get all those multipliers that Microsoft shown is also coming to the PS4, how the fuck they win? Sony shown top notch exclusives. How about stop DLC ride? How about stop dick riding PC and Microsoft?
Hold on. He said Sony even had Quantum Break 2. That's not the.
That's a multiplayer. That's a multiplayer. Look. I'm not. Look. Let me explain myself here.
But that's what I think.
Real quick. You notice how these motherfuckers keep saying stop big riding multiplats, but then they throw in a fucking multiplat.
No, but that's what. But the thing is that when Microsoft did it yesterday, I didn't point it out. There was a lot of podcasts that I heard, and your motherfuckers sitting there. Oh, but they had a great show because all the games.
The reason why Microsoft had a great show because
listen to me.
They was getting killed in the third party aspect of the game, stateside and Japan side. It was good to see them with abundance of diverse games on their stage because it hasn't been like that in the past, and that's what people were saying was a good thing, that they actually went out and started to get a diverse lineup. A lot of them, who expected to see From Software on the stage with Microsoft? Who expected to see Devil May Cry 5 on the stage with Microsoft? When Sony fans were saying that was exclusive to the PS4.
I get that.
You know what I'm saying? Like
everybody knows that them shits is coming to the PlayStation.
They got the PS4 Pro for pre-order the Spider-Man joint.
The same people.
Did they show that? Did they show us Spider-Man?
I know they coming to PS4 is the same motherfuckers who asked me, "Oh, I got to get me a PS4. Why? Because Destiny coming to PS4." I seen all the commercials. Destiny only coming to PS4.
Exclusive content.
Destiny only coming to PS4. No, it's not.
It had exclusive content that was coming to PlayStation 4.
That's exclusive content don't mean shit.
You sure about that? It don't mean nothing?
It don't. It didn't mean nothing when Microsoft was mad. It didn't mean nothing when Microsoft was getting that shit. And Sony fans was calling the Microsoft money heading because they was getting this.
When y'all motherfuckers had the 360 days and that Call of Duty shit. Oh, we got DLC first.
That wasn't me, bro. That shit didn't mean shit to me because I don't even play Call of Duty.
He said Jay Fonz said sponsored show. Hey Fonz, you can hop in if you want, Fonz.
He said Fonz that invite, man.
He said Ghost of Tsushima stole all of E3. Yeah, that shit.
Facts.
That was the best. At the end of the day, we buy these consoles to play exclusives. If you're sitting here saying you bought a $500 machine to play multipliers, my nigga, you got brain damage.
No, you buy a console to play.
So games. you bought a console to play 4 games.
Play
games. Not gonna play the other
4 games.
70 games that's coming out.
I had the I had the PS4 since it came out.
70 games that's coming out.
I had the PS4.
Bought a PS4 to play exclusives. That's what the fuck you just said, nigga. Those are your words. You can't just say that.
I buy a console.
This is not what you just said.
I bought
a PS4 to play exclusives and multiplayer.
I bought a console to play exclusives, nigga. You didn't say and multiplats. You said,
but you know I play multiplat. Remember,
Multiplat.
y'all the same clowns that sat here and said, "Oh, you
Look,
You just said I bought a console to play exclusive.
Hold on, let me
If you
address
bought
the
a
chat.
console to play multiplat, you're stupid.
Look, let me address the chat real
30
quick.
seconds ago.
This nigga
I
be on
am not
Microsoft.
mad at all. I loved what Sony showed. The Last of Us 2 looks fucking incredible. Ghost of Tsushima was fucking mind blowing. I was saying that while I was watching the show. I was in the chat on Mixer, stopping the damage control on there where people was trying to say it was shit. I say that shit looks fucking incredible. I'm not downplaying what they showed. They showed incredible content. You know what I'm saying? The pacing and the presentation was fucked up, but what they showed was fucking incredible. And you can't take nothing away from it.
Yo, I want to
Three
ask
out
Z
of
a
the 4
question,
games
man.
was good.
Z,
Literally the same shit I said at the beginning of this.
yo,
fucking-
Z, that shit wasn't brutal, man. That Last of Us, man.
That Last of Us shit, that shit was fucking.
With the hammer.
Yeah,
Bro.
that hammer, that knife.
Nah, that beheading at
She
the
shot
end,
old
bro.
dude in the cheek and the blood started coming out.
Listen,
That shit, the detail was fucking off the chain.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Real too.
That Manhunt game got a lot of shit back in the days. This I don't know if this Last of Us is gonna get pushed. This shit is violent like a motherfucker.
Yeah, that shit is
the
violent. Detail though was fucking crazy.
Yeah,
and that's what I think that makes it more violent.
Yeah, the little nuances. I mean, graphics are great, but when you add the little nuances and things like that, when you add them little nuances, that takes it to a whole nother level. Like that shit was crazy.
Listen, I just hope they continue with the
multiplayer.
multiplayer.
That was some of the best.
The multiplayer was crazy like that too.
The physics, how she was moving and running.
Yeah,
that shit was like next gen type shit.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna tell you the truth. When I seen it, I said this ain't coming to PS4. This shit like
that's what I was thinking. I said it was cross gen.
It looked like PS5 graphics.
I say this ain't running on no PS4 hard.
Hell no, it looked too good. I mean, that's the same thing we said about God of War and look at God of War.
Yeah, and that's the same thing. Kingsbud said to me, like, "Did you see God of War?"
Yeah,
and I was like, "I don't know," because that shit just. That was on a whole different level than God of War, and that's crazy.
Like for me,
when you just think it couldn't get better than God of War, and they come out with this shit.
This is crazy. And the thing with Death Stranding, for me, I was kind of lost. Like I'll tell you the truth, it looks good, but I just don't understand the concept of it. I really don't.
It looked like no combat. Yeah, I don't
understand the point of it. I don't know if you're gonna be a shooter, you're just gonna be stealthy. I didn't get it. He didn't give me
the quiet part was interesting.
They could have kept that shit.
Yeah,
they could have kept that shit. And it looked downgraded a bit from his first.
I don't know about that.
Well, that other stuff was all just CGI, so I don't really think.
Yeah, the actual gameplay looked really good.
Like, it looked amazing.
I just don't understand what you'll be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it looked like you're just collecting resources or whatever in there.
It almost looked like a Quiet Place, that movie at one point.
Nah, it kind of reminded me of that game. That movie, The Martian. You ever seen that shit? The Martian, when he's in Mars.
That shit put me to mind of goddamn.
Man, all I know, motherfuckers gonna buy that shit. They gonna be like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but it's dope.
Hey, hold up. Hold up.
Hey, you gotta show that IGN thing.
Hold on 1 second. Shout out to Chad, man. He said, you see what Sony do to these fanboys? Yo. Hey, what's up? Hey, Emperor, you want in, Emperor? Somebody send Black Bear in the link.
All right, I got
honestly, I'm just excited for what's to come on both sides. Multiplayer and multiplat and exclusively, like got a 2-year stretch of just different games coming, and I'm excited, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. As a gamer overall, you should be excited.
Of course, like you don't think I want Microsoft to do better? Listen, I'm not killing them just to kill them. I want them to do better because they get the better Sony get. You know what I'm saying?
It's like I said, man. Sony got them getting their act together because if it wasn't from them pointing out all these exclusives, then you wouldn't have had the fans like, hold on.
Yeah, shit
at over here.
I'm glad they dumping the money in the right places to make these games. It's retarded, bro.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, I think Ninja Theory is going to be a big studio for them in regards to storytelling and what they do graphic wise. I don't know about Compulsion Games with that We Happy Few. I don't even fuck with that shit.
I'll wait until the We Happy Few drops and play it, and I'll let you know if you're going to be in safe hands. Like, I look good. I feel like it's going to be a dope.
If it plays like it did in preview, because they showed like different styles of gameplay. Like they showed the shit that looks like BioShock, but supposedly the bulk of the game was not that. It's like some side scrolling shit.
Yo, Maslin,
that's what they said back then, but then they said they was changing shit. So I don't know.
So what you got, the preview game version?
Yeah, you can get the preview shit, and if you get the preview shit, you get it when it come out.
Yeah,
and I think it's like $30 now.
With the preview game, you play.
You can play it though. You can play up to a certain point. What's up?
Oh, Black Bear in the link. Somebody sent Black Bear in the link.
I thought I did.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even did.
My bad.
You already know.
My man. I'm not
gonna shut it down.
it's crazy. Like
Hey, look.
instantly, if you give your opinion on something, you think you either damage controlling them. Man, no, it's my opinion.
Let me pay the bills right quick.
Yeah.
Tevin, sorry, Parrish. You said, hold on, I just lost your comment. I'm not paying $60 to cash to play a single player.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
did you not play God of War?
Don't then.
We don't know.
That's
Ghost of
just stupid.
Tsushima might have more multiplayer aspects. We don't know.
I don't
The
think
Last
it
of Us 2 might have multiplayer. I
It
know
does.
the first one
It
did.
does. The first one
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
So you know,
I just hope they bring it to part 2. I mean, I know they are, but you know what I mean. Like, I just like the new crafting system. Should look real good.
Yeah, that game looked like it evolved. That's fucking good.
Oh man,
I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
excited.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
What the fuck was that Rick and Morty shit?
That
Yeah, I have
was
no
bullshit.
fucking clue.
And that's what I mean.
they
the
had some
pacing
bad,
was
better
dumb.
gaming in there. I'm calling Z out on that shit.
fuck is that
Because
shit?
he didn't say
There
nothing.
was. That
Z
Rick and
didn't
Morty
say
shit.
shit about that diabetic game in they show.
Yeah, I'm looking forward
Hey,
to
I
that
called him out on
Captain
that.
game. What's the name of that shit? Captain. Who was that shit?
Captain
From,
Rogers. Something dumb like that.
They showed dreams.
That shit they
afterwards.
showed on the
He's the
Microsoft
world.
stage. It's coming out for PlayStation as well. That caps that.
You call the Life is Strange shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck
I
that.
want that shit, man. A Captain Spirit. I'm looking
They
for
say
That's
it's gonna have
diabetic
some.
gaming.
They say it's gonna have some.
It's interesting. I don't know what it is.
They're gonna say it's gonna have some
It's free.
stuff in there from
It's free, right.
Life is Strange 2.
It's free.
It looked
Yeah.
good.
Fuck it.
Yeah, they say it's gonna have
I
some.
hate
juice
Life
in
is
it.
Strange.
Yeah, Life is Strange was trash.
I mean, I ain't complaining. It's a free game. I think it's gonna be an episodic thing too.
I'll play
Yeah,
it
No,
with
it's
my
just
children.
a preview for Life is Strange 2.
It's like a
They
shittier
said that
Detroit.
during the Square Enix conference.
That's what it is, like a Detroit type of game, right?
Yeah.
They said it's gonna be like a crossover between the two. They'll introduce some characters. It's kind of like that. What the fuck was that Walking Dead shit that they put out in between?
Yeah.
Oh,
two chapters.
Oh, the 300 days or whatever it was.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's kind of like that
500
shit.
days. I don't know. Clue.
Hey Griff, did they show the Walking Dead any gameplay yet?
No,
I haven't
No.
seen anything on
I
that.
haven't
They
seen
got a
that.
release date though.
Nah, that World War Z is looking crazy. You
The
see
Walking
that?
Dead got a release date. I think it's either
World War
November or
II is going to
December.
take over the zombie crowd.
Bro, it's starting to look like the last. What's that? No,
It looks
Left 4
better than
Dead.
Call of Duty
Left 4
Zombie.
Dead. It looked like Left 4 Dead. That full play co-op.
Hey, J Wag said, y'all talk about Quantum Break 2 yet? The game, I mean,
Yeah,
It's a multiplayer.
Is it really Quantum Break 2?
No, that's
No.
the P7 multiplat game they were working on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
That
multiplayer.
P7. Yeah, that P7.
That could have been
They're
Quantum
just
Break
using
2,
the
though.
same engine.
It looked the
That shit
exact
looks-
same.
that
I
shit
thought that's what
looks
it
like Quantum
was.
Break 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Like,
could have been Quantum
It can
Break
be
2.
misconstrued for Quantum Break 2. Like that shit, they use the same effects for like freezing time and all that shit.
It
that
did-
they
I ain't
use
gonna
in
lie.
Quantum Break.
When I seen that, I thought it was Quantum Break. I said they bring Quantum Break.
Hey,
It's same engine and
they
everything.
they show gameplay for Walking Dead at the PC show. It's
No
a
wonder
first person
we-
shooter. It's a first person shooter. I think it got a
man.
release date too.
That show is always trash. I don't even watch it.
it was the first
Like I said, we got
Always fucking trash.
You
I
ain't
don't
the
know why
only-
I don't know why they keep doing it. I'm a
Hey.
PC guy, and that show is always fucking
Hey, it was
trash.
some other PC guys saying the same thing.
Shit is always fucking trash. I don't know
Yeah.
why they keep doing that
Oh.
show.
Now that
After
we
that
got-
first one, I literally fell asleep twice.
Now that we got the
I
big
almost
two
fell
out,
out my goddamn chair at the conference.
Look,
now that we got the big two out the way, we got what Nintendo left.
yeah.
Yeah, Nintendo's the last
Oh,
one.
man, fuck that.
Look,
Tomorrow at
Spencer, I know
9.
Microsoft is
Hey,
shit right now.
Fortnite's coming.
I think 12 p.m. Eastern is when Nintendo is.
They're hyping up a toy game. Fuck that.
That shit.
Hey, you know what though? That's just gonna do numbers on that
Man, fuck
Switch.
that toy game.
Spencer Brigg, I know Microsoft.
Kiss my ass with that
now.
Disney
I
Infinity
have
bullshit.
said
Oh shit!
Why would
It's over for them.
Bullshit ass press conference, man. I'm sorry.
Talk
I'm
about
shit.
it, Moss.
I just got up from the toilet from throwing up and shit, my spleen and everything.
Oh man,
Y'all in the
Bullshit.
stables. Y'all in the stables
Oh,
with the
my
police,
goodness,
man.
If I was heading towards that motherfucker, I'm running now. Oh,
Man, who the hell?
what the hell happened to this
Moss is
E3,
in
man?
shit.
What's your take on it, Moss?
Yo, when they dropped that Last of Us, I was like, yo, Microsoft's in danger. And then,
Yeah.
then I think Sony ran out of gas after that, man.
What? You didn't like that Ghost of Tsushima?
Man, that goes to Tsushima. The leaves and shit look pretty. You know what I'm saying? I guess digital.
A lot of
might
it had
make
like
that
some
shit
400
look
A lot
good.
of some of it was blurry to cover up stuff, and the animations was kind of.
Yeah, the anime, the game looks stiff as hell. That wasn't ready to come out the oven. But oh my god, Twilight Zone meets Metal Gear Survive, Death Stranding. That was the worst piece of shit I've ever seen. Yo, I mean, come on, man. Yo,
Number 2, the Twilight Zone.
I didn't get it. I didn't get that whole game.
what
Yo,
is
pay
that
the bills.
shit, man?
Did nobody get it?
Hold on, let me pay the bills right quick. I heard that Halo Infinite will come in 2 parts. 2019 single player, 20 multiplayer.
Yep, that's what I'm
Who
hearing.
the fuck knows?
That's what I'm
Aaron
hearing.
That shit was a fucking tech demo.
That shit ain't happening.
I'm not giving them credit for none of that
they
shit.
they
It was a
get that
fucking
from
tech
Paul.
demo.
I
They
don't
get
know.
that from Paul Thurrott. They get that from Paul Thurrott.
Yeah, but I don't know if you
The
got.
single player is 2019 and the multiplayer
Yeah,
is 2020.
That shit was a fucking tech
But he's
demo.
been right
They
about a
kissed
lot
my
of
whole
things.
ass.
He's the one
I know
that
Aaron
gave
They're gonna
the
change
code
it.
name for the next system, which is
Yeah.
Scarlet.
Aaron Greenberg was talking with Jeff Keighley. He said that Halo is going to be something like Sea of Thieves.
Sea
like
of
that.
Thieves,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I don't know what direction they're going with that.
They can
Brandon gonna be
holistically
laughing?
kiss my ass. I already don't like Halo. This doesn't make me like Halo more.
Listen,
Fuck you,
killing-
DRM.
they
You don't
killing-
like
I ain't gonna lie.
shit.
Listen, I was big. I was huge on Halo back in the days 1, 2, and 3, and I don't know what the fuck they doing.
I don't know what they do. Hopefully, you don't.
And it
fuck
hurts.
It
You know
up.
what I'm saying?
only good
Please
thing,
don't fuck it up.
the
Man.
only good thing
Please.
about it is they're going back to the original Halo art style, and that's about it. That's all you can get from that fucking engine.
Yeah, but even if you go back to the art style, it still doesn't utilize what Halo.
Yeah, we don't
used to
know what the
be, like.
gameplay is like, so we
Yeah.
can't judge it.
Yeah.
I mean, the passion
why
behind
they
the
wanna
development
go.
is just gone. I mean, that was
Yeah.
Bungie's like passion project, and they just stopped wanting to make it.
Yeah,
That's it.
I
Partly
mean,
was
sometimes you need to take breaks away from shit
Yeah.
like that and do something new and then come
Absolutely.
back to it. Microsoft should have gave them the ability. Well, that Microsoft back then should have gave them ability to do that.
Wait,
This
so that's
Microsoft
the
now
but-
is giving them the
yeah,
ability
I
to
know.
do that.
The problem is though,
Send me the link.
Bungie went to Activision and made Destiny, and now they stuck in Destiny for 10 fucking years.
Somebody send Fonz the link.
See the thing they're
I'm
making?
banned on
Yeah,
Twitter,
yeah.
Fonz.
They literally locked themselves in Destiny for 10 years.
Yeah, I got him.
Yeah, but they're making a second game with the publisher NetEase in China, and they have $100 million budget.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a Chinese game.
What's
which
that?
is gonna be heavily
What's that
censored and only come out in China.
What Chinese
That's
game
where
is
the
that?
money is because Tencent is just buying up everything and
Yeah.
dropping money on
What-
It's
everything.
gonna be heavily
What-
censored and only come out in China. Like, in order to be able to be published in China, the set of rules is fucking 18 pages. Not even exaggerating, that shit is 18 pages of things you cannot have in your game. And then it has to be approved by the Chinese government. Then it has to be approved by the private sector government approval committee.
I don't know
Like-
how. I don't know how.
Yeah.
I don't know how the last of us made it out there.
You see, this shit doesn't sound like it's gonna be.
Because that's why most Chinese
this
pirate
might-
their games. They
Hey, listen.
pirate most everything.
Hey, let me ask you a
So they
question.
can't
Somebody
get
send-
that shit.
Did somebody send Fonz the link?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, all right.
Fonz,
Yeah,
join.
they pirate everything because they can't get shit. They can't get that shit. So they
Like
they,
there's a little black market in China
yeah.
just for normal shit, for
Yeah.
normal games.
Even when they couldn't get systems, like they couldn't even get it was a period of time that PS4 and Xbox couldn't be sold in China. And
11,
they had to get that shit out.
11 years you couldn't buy a console in China.
You heard, and Xbox cracked that market at the beginning of this generation. You ain't heard shit else.
Yeah, you thought they would take advantage
Xbox
of that.
cracked it, Sony cracked it, and Chinese people still went back to playing on PC.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Not mobile. Mobile's huge out there too.
and their Android.
Yeah, mobile is huge.
Mobile's huge in
Mobile and
it's
handheld, the
same
handheld
in
market.
Japan, because everything they do is on the go. So that's why the Switch is out there killing it, and
Right.
all these mobile games, that shit sells ridiculous amounts. The PS Vita is still always in the top selling shit in Japan.
Right?
That's how much they rely on mobile gaming.
Mobile shit.
And that's why you got a Gears Pop.
Remember them dudes go.
And that's why you got Sony.
I just still
That's why
come-
you got Sony kind of got a development team where they're working on mobile games
I
too.
just still from my
You know what
mouth.
I'm saying? So
At least those aren't at E3 though.
yeah, you know, hey,
Just the late night edition.
What are you talking about? They showed Tetris.
That wasn't an E3.
That wasn't an
That was
E3 stage.
That was pre E3 show.
No, they showed it again. That's the
They showed the trailer.
They showed the trailer. They showed the trailer
Right in the middle of the show. Right in the middle of the show.
That's true.
Microsoft didn't show Gears Pop. They announced it, but you ain't seen it.
That's probably coming out in 2020.
I don't know what
even announced that bullshit.
That was dog
Okay,
shit.
God of Games. The problem is these fanboy consumers are getting too involved in the business side. If things like they are all getting paid, if it's about content. Okay, I see what you was trying to say, player. I'm gonna kind of reword this
I
way.
halfway see what it is. I don't know what that
They're
abortion
too involved in the
is.
business side. It's like they're getting paid. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it alone. But I feel you, player. I feel you, player.
Thank you for the donation. Post no.
Why you give up so quick?
Microsoft had PUBG. I bought the Xbox again for PUBG. They had me on lock for 6 months. They didn't fix the game and I got rid of it. You know what I'm saying? So obviously exclusives matter if you want to throw it out there like that, but they do. You can only get PUBG on console on the Xbox right now.
Well, I see they got what's that? The creators of H1Z1.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That we got H1 over here, but I'm saying regardless of the fact, PUBG.
No, but
He talking about Virgo, that the game, the Xbox exclusive shit from the DayZ creators.
What's that shit? Yeah, or Visceral or whatever that. Yeah,
Visceral. I know they have DayZ coming to the console later this year as well.
Yeah,
It's coming
no
to
one talked
PC
about
and
that
Xbox.
on the stage. I was surprised
because they talked about this shit 3 years ago, and DayZ. If that shit ever actually comes, who knows?
yeah.
The motherfuckers start stuff, stop stuff.
This generation, as far as Xbox, has been disappointing for me. I think it was something that they put themselves in a position where they couldn't recover from it, and they're not gonna. They pretty much just gonna have to wait till next gen to do anything or try to, get the.
But that doesn't even sound encouraging, to be honest with you. So
I know, but it's the honest truth, though.
No,
It's true because
it's unfortunate reality.
What we saw at E3, that's gonna sit us off, and what Sony just showed us is gonna sit their fan base off. And I think they're going out on a higher note than what we're going out on.
Crazy,
We'll post up line about now.
Oh, who let this lying ass nigga?
These mugs, hey, look, I'm gonna spill the beans. These mugs was on Porter Rock's show talking about, ooh, that Death Stranding, man. I think if you touch his hand, you can time travel. Yo, nigga all day too. His silly ass.
It's lit over there. It's lit. I'm out. It's lit.
Oh, dude, what up, boy?
Hey, man. These dudes in the DM, right? These dudes in the DM talking about the only thing that matters is multiplats. We don't care about no exclusives. We didn't buy our own.
They open up Death Stranding, going in somebody's mouth showing a baby ass. Get the fuck out of here. What that, a floating baby ass in somebody's mouth?
What fuck boy conversation we have?
Hey, man, what the hell is going on here? How much damage?
Okay. Oh, it's
How much
very
damage controlling
interesting.
is going
Hit the like button. Hit the like button.
The Last of Us over everything, dog. Yo, let's get it. Rap, dog.
Gears 5 over everything.
Unless you're an adult gamer, you cannot appreciate.
Here we go.
I don't know what it is.
Ask you a question, man.
I don't know what it is with them furry foxes you got going on over there, Xbox. Y'all keep that. You keep
Hit
that
the like button.
Y'all keep that furry
Gelatin character y'all had on screen.
Yeah,
right. Laser sword.
I'm in the bathtub. I'm in the bathtub with a TV.
What's the gelatin character y'all had on screen with a laser sword?
I don't know what the hell is it. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, when y'all saw The Last of Us, y'all saw that Ghost of Tsushima.
Hey, everybody loves Jello.
It was over.
Y'all just go negate the damn better game that they showed, right?
You know you motherfucker. Yo, when they
y'all just crazy. This is the crazy thing, right?
When
the dude playing the band, the dude playing the flute.
was like, no, Moss was like, man, I should have never rented that PlayStation. Fuck.
Y'all know what's sad? Y'all know what's sad? All the exclusives you saw from Sony today, right? are exclusive to PlayStation. We're gonna be playing those exclusives, and all the games you saw yesterday on Microsoft, we're gonna be playing them shit too.
We're gonna be playing some of the games that Sony showed too.
No, you're not.
You ain't
Call of Duty.
You ain't playing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about Spider-Man.
Call of Duty and Destiny.
You ain't doing that.
Resident Evil 2 remake.
Here's the real question.
Resident Evil 2 remake. Control.
The real question is Moss. All right. Are you gonna save money and buy a PlayStation, or are you gonna give Hunter another $500?
That's just $200 right now, isn't it?
You called me while I was eating. Yo, unless they put Ghost of Tsushima back in the oven, and they give
thank you.
And unless they give Death Stranding that scalebound treatment,
I don't think they paid attention to the animations and the blurriness of Ghost of Tsushima.
There we go.
And they were saying I was hating on Ghost of Tsushima.
And I guarantee you the story gonna be fire though.
Check out Baron's video.
I mean, it was dope, but some of it was blurry and the animations and some of the fighting was small.
Yo, that Gears had a lot of motion blur too.
Why would you guarantee the story gonna be fire? Because Infamous Second Son, that story was garbage.
Oh man! Hey, hold on. That's subjective though.
It is.
Hey, Porter, wait to my word.
Moss. Remember, we can't bring up subjective shit, Moss. Remember that. We can't argue subjective.
So, Porter, this is what we're gonna do. Hold on, y'all. This is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. Since y'all just joined the show, I want to get each of y'all
Let me go first.
interpretations of how y'all feel the show went. Go ahead, Baron.
You gonna start off with that nigga?
Yeah, because that nigga, we gotta let him go first.
Here's my warning. Let him go last.
I know. 3 other people in the circle jerk. Let him go.
We gonna start.
No, we gonna let him go first because we know he can go. He can go. So we gonna get him out the way first.
I'm telling you, the show's gonna go sideways quick.
I'm telling you, we're gonna start with the gospel and nothing but the damn truth.
Let's go.
That damn conference was a train wreck.
Yes.
It was like an Amtrak derailed in the middle of the motherfucking
Hit the like button.
That's exactly what the heck that was. We had an old ass man playing the fucking banjo for 50 damn minutes at the beginning of the damn conference. Then they had the nerve to have all these people stand up in a hot ass tent talking about just bear with us. We're gonna be right back. Then you had the nerve to take a motherfucking intermission doing E3. Who takes an intermission doing E3?
That Xbox.
Who does that? Nobody does that shit. You got to be kidding me. Then the 4 guys on the panel. I think it was a 4. It was a 4 guys. I think it was 4.
They
guys.
was trying to stress that time, wasn't it?
Just they was trying to stretch that time so damn long. I felt so bad for that man. He said, "Any minute now, any minute now, any minute now, any minute now." He was basically saying in his head, like, "Can y'all hurry the fuck up? You sitting here talking about nothing. You know, you stretching for time when you talk about Black Ops 4. You know,
Can we go right now? Can we go right now?
Can you go right now?
They give us Black Ops 3 for free.
And then they finally move along, and next thing we see, another old ass man playing the fucking instrument.
Hey, we can't be talking when Nintendo had.
What the fuck are we doing? And look, God bless that old man's heart. He was blowing as hard as he could into that wooden ass flute. He could not get that shit to sound out. He couldn't get that shit to sound off for shit. But bless his heart, he was up there. He tried his best. Then we finally got to see that Ghost of Tsushima, man. I didn't mean to skip Last of Us 2 because everybody knew Last of Us 2 looked incredible. There's really nothing else to say about that. But Ghost of Tsushima, man, beautiful game. I had no doubt that game was going to be gorgeous. But damn, when the gameplay started, did we go back to Nintendo 64 or something? Because shit was clunky all over the goddamn place. I don't know why the animation was so stiff. I don't know what the fuck was going on. But man, that shit was a slower, clunkier God of War. I don't know what the fuck was going on. Then we was flipping back and forth, and then when he fought the lady, I thought shit was about to really get good. And then that was the most anticlimactic sword fight I ever seen in my damn life. And you called this a damn deep dive? No, that wasn't a deep dive. You need to go ahead and, like my homeboy said, pop that shit back in the oven for another 4 motherfucking years because that shit is not ready to come out.
Oh shit!
That shit is not ready to come out at all. And then here come the biggest one. This was the greatest shit I've ever seen because I'm still pissed about it. we finally get to see gameplay of Death Stranding. And guess what? We still don't know what the fuck Death Stranding is. We don't know what the fuck Death Stranding is. We got babies in man's throats again. We got naked babies with their ass crack hanging out. We got all types of shit going on right now. I don't know what's going on.
Hit the like
This motherfucker got trash cans on his back. He's walking across a ladder. This motherfucker pulled a baby.
Share my screen, man.
Put a baby
on my screen, man.
I'm like, what are you doing? What the fuck is going on? Can you show me?
Come on, Alex.
This motherfucking
Hey, nothing ain't worse.
You got 2 minutes.
Ain't nothing worse than this shit in this picture.
And then this Angelina Jolie bitch come out of nowhere and she eats a fucking worm. It's like, what the fuck? What is going on? What are you doing? This game has a humongous budget and we still don't know what the hell this game is.
Wait, you guys paid the bills? Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Hold on. We finna pause. Okay.
Let me take a break.
The Jason Lamb show with the $2 holler. You can now sign up for the Vigor Better. Yeah, I did that today. Mr. Miz 82, No Man Stranding. Shout out to Chad with the $5 holler. Baron named one game on Nintendo that looked better than Ghost graphically. Okay, then we got y'all with the $2 holler. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice is greater than Ghost. Susima.
I don't know about that.
We haven't even seen.
No, I will second that. Shadows Die Twice looked way better than Ghost of Tsushima.
I saw more gameplay.
I don't know what y'all was looking at, but
30-second trailer of Shadows Die Twice than I did in that entire 6 minutes that Death Stranding was on the fucking screen.
That's what I'm saying.
I saw a montage of this motherfucker walking up a mountain, walking up a mountain sideways, walking through a river sideways, and then this motherfucker was standing in a cave. Then I saw a baby's ass. And then I saw a lady. And then I saw another baby. And I saw her eat a baby. I saw this bitch eat a fetus. She ate a fucking fetus.
And y'all want to say I damage control? This nigga just sat here and just hated on the whole game.
No, I did not hate. I said I'm asking
You know what?
Alex, let me ask him a
Here's
question.
the real fact, though.
Alex, how am I hating? I'm basically telling you exactly what we saw.
But you saying it in a hating fashion, like
I
can sit here and tell you how I felt about that.
The mere fact that
Death
Stranding looks better than any game that Nintendo or Xbox could ever
get the
produce.
fuck out of here,
Nintendo,
that boy, get out of here, man.
Hey, yo.
Hey, Zeke, mute this dumbass.
Kirby.
Mute this dumbass.
Get the hell out of here.
Let them see those status.
Hey, Zeke, mute that dumbass.
Wasn't
that well, they lost with the baby ass. They lost with the goddamn baby ass in the mouth, man. I ain't gonna lie, shit in the left. Shit got another job for me. I said, do my child. What the fuck is this child poem? Baby ass.
You never know with Kojima's weird ass, man.
Hey, yo, bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro. That nigga, I told
Hey,
you
that
when I played.
nigga mooned the whole conference.
Hey, yo. And he literally went out there and showed his ass. Like,
Can I clear the airway real quick? Hold on. Can I clear the airway real quick? Everybody's asking who's that in the picture. That's K Mega Loud ass.
Oh, shit.
And you got the Fortnite character on the right. You heard?
Oh, y'all gonna do them like that.
Fuck them niggas.
Y'all gonna do Mega in 100 like that, man.
Fuck them niggas. You heard?
Y'all real disrespectful right now.
I want to finish the rest of this conference thought.
Okay.
It's only a few things left because that conference was that damn short, so it ain't much left to talk about.
You better hope Nintendo come out punching tomorrow.
Nintendo revealing the biggest game of the year tomorrow. I ain't worried about shit.
My nigga,
so they showed Quantum Break 2. Control. What was after that? Resident Evil 2 remake. That looks so good. I can't wait.
Yeah, bro. That look really nice.
I'm ready for that. More Kingdom Hearts 3. That's all multi-plat shit. Mm-hmm. And then what was it? Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's fine.
The only gripe I got with Spider-Man is that I couldn't tell what the hell was gameplay, what was cinematic. Like I don't know.
You can't get on the Switch.
All that shit was gameplay.
I don't
It
know.
switched between it was switched between it, but it was so simple.
It's like God of War where they don't switch.
Yeah.
It's just
No, that's not true because they did a gameplay demo after the show and the game didn't look like that. So I was like,
yeah,
what the hell did we see?
But that was a cinematic section where you go to that prison, so you're not
Exactly.
necessarily in the open world at that point. You enter into a linear area.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's confusing on. Well, I
Well,
guess
the
we'll
buildings,
say a few months.
the gameplay
see a few
afterwards,
months.
the buildings didn't look like the buildings that they showed last time. The buildings was kind of down.
Wait, hold on, let me pay the bills right quick.
No, pay the bills.
J Clip show said Norman Reedus offers a 2-day free shipping confirmed. What are you talking about?
Oh no.
Death Stranding or something?
Because he's carrying all those boxes around.
Oh,
Yo, Bo. Bo, real disrespectful.
Hey, yo.
Pay the bills.
He said that
photo of K Mega proves he got hashtag diabetic gaming. He's wrong for that.
Y'all disrespectful.
Y'all some horrible.
Bogus, man.
Hey, pay the bills.
Y'all need to take that picture down.
Y'all on some fuck shit. Y'all on some fuck shit right now.
Between
niggas, yeah.
Y'all on some fuck shit right now.
Hey, yo, between Alex's picture and the picture that Noah
This
posted,
nigga Alex been going in ever since he saw that pic. He been going in.
I ain't gonna lie. 100 pick on the big ass jeans. He got the shotgun in that motherfucker. Unless 100 got a wooden leg. What the fuck?
Sneakers on, bro. He got kids.
Wait,
he got the shotty.
100 got a pig. God damn.
Y'all horrible, man.
Y'all bogus. Y'all bogus.
Y'all got kids, bro.
He
He got kids, bro.
Shout out to 100. You're going straight to Lake 5 for that. I'm making on some parachute, man.
Y'all are so foul, bro.
Yo,
I'm mad. He said they call him Tupac out there.
Yo, that's his alias. 3 pop, 2 poor.
y'all real disrespectful.
Yo, y'all motherfuckers are messy.
Hey, okay. All right, Baron, you done, Baron?
I think it was one thing left. Like, what was it? Oh, it was Spider-Man. And I was talking about Spider-Man. Like, you couldn't tell what was cinematic and what was gameplay. I think that was the only real downfall. It looks like the Spider-Man's fans' greatest dream for a game. It looks better than any other Spider-Man game I've ever seen. But I'm not a Spider-Man fan, so that's just for all you Spider-Man superhero fans out there. That's basically what that's for. Overall, this conference. It was like a train wreck, man. The train just rolled for a second, then it derailed, then it tried to get back on, then it was all over.
We would hate the question.
But The Last of Us 2 and Resident Evil 2 Remake were the highlights. That was
how that treehouse gonna be.
So
I didn't see y'all into niggas hype up them goddamn treehouse events.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be.
I will watch Treehouse any day of the week over this shit I seen today.
Nah.
Bullshit.
Hey, Porter Rock.
Bullshit. I don't want to see no more babies in nobody man's throat. I don't want to see that shit no more.
Hey, Porter Rock.
You want to play a toy game though?
What's up?
Get your take on the show, my brother.
Wait, before y'all can pick this one last time, right quick. Hold up, Mr. Quarterback. My man Benjamin Fisher said, "Whoever hating on this Sony is speaking big facts."
You don't make no sense. Shut the fuck up.
Positive word.
Tonight. Go ahead, Porter Rock. What's your take on the show?
You got it, brother.
All right, so
Porter Rock from the damage control like a
the pacing was terrible. I didn't like that at all. It was weird how they started out with a pre-show. They went into the show, back to a pre-show. Like I thought that was unnecessary. Yeah. In the beginning, you had that Westboro Baptist church shit. I'm like, man, shit. I'm like, fuck. Maybe Sony is broke. Maybe they're putting too much money into PlayStation at this point. I'm like, what the fuck? But then when you saw the game, you saw all they were trying to do was recreate the fucking scene from the game. I'm like, I thought that was kind of unnecessary. I get it. But that was unnecessary. You didn't really have to do all that. That wasn't really that was
trying to put you in it. I get it.
Yeah, the game was gonna be better in its own merit. The game was gonna be fire. So
but the crowd reaction for the people there was pretty good.
Yeah,
you could hear them cheering even with the trailer.
Yeah. I'm surprised they opened with that.
Yeah, the shit. Hold up. The game was fucking fire. It was phenomenal. I do have one valid criticism is they didn't show the multiplayer for The Last of Us 2 because I know a lot of people when the first one, but there was a lot of people who played The Last of Us multiplayer,
and they made a lot of money off of it too.
But everybody's buying The Last of Us for the single player.
You know, there's people who's interested in that multiplayer. But
maybe PSX they'll probably talk about it.
That's the only thing.
Here we go with the wait to the PXX, wait to Gamescom shit.
Hey, Brian, you had your talk, so shut up.
Yeah, let him speak now. Let him get it off. Yo, one at a time. Let him get it off. Let him get it off.
You good.
Okay, so we had that Ghost of Tsushima. I really enjoyed that. I like that the fact it's confirmed that it's open world and it's like the samurai era. So I'm looking forward to that. I like the
falling asleep.
I would like to see that. my man been working hard and stuff like that.
Falling asleep on me, bro. What's up with you, man? What the hell? You sleeping? You close your eyes, nigga. This nigga's closing his eyes.
Look at him.
Oh, what the hell is that? The world famous. Oh, y'all crazy as hell.
Hey, Z.
Is he in it?
I'm not saying share a screen.
I did.
I say share a screen.
I did. I'm sharing the screen.
All right. Yo, that's what I'm saying.
Oh Lord, y'all.
Crazy.
Oh man.
How can we see
This is crazy, bro.
What is Alex? What did you start, man?
Hey, yo, listen.
I'm leaving.
This shit done turned into the multiplayer.
This is crazy, bro.
This shit done turned into
Y'all foul.
left.
Water Rock, give his take, man.
Yo, post up. I can't unsee this now,
man.
Oh no, bro.
Y'all gonna let Porter Rock finish? Y'all just gonna
Water Rock, like I can't unsee this
I
shit.
can't unsee this shit. This shit got me all fucked up.
You just retarded, bro.
Y'all savage as fuck.
Turned into the multiplayer.
I'm about to get flagged, dog. There you go. You got no monies helping this episode.
Don't worry, I'll chip in. I'll give you $100, Z.
Okay, go ahead, Puerto Rock. Go ahead, Puerto Rock.
All right.
I like
Alex on some fun shit tonight.
Smiling on this one. All right. So back to the game. I like Ghost of Tsushima. I like that it's open world. I like the, you know what I'm saying. The sword play, I liked it, but it didn't seem too advanced. You know what I'm saying. It was still pretty basic in combat. So I'm kind of whatever on that one, but that's cool. Death Stranding. There it is.
The Royal Penis, please.
That just noticed that?
The Royal Penis.
Hey, yo.
I'm gonna mute my mic. Hold on.
Yo, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Pay the bills right quick. PlayStation dead. Somebody telling you the future. And shout out to I'll see you at the Treehouse event, man. I'm sorry. I'm probably wrong.
Yo, what the hell is going on?
I'm gonna mute my mic. Finish for order.
Take that picture down. That's standing.
Yo, right now, I don't even know what the fuck is going on. That shit's not kosher.
That shit fucked up, man.
Yo, that's some crazy shit. Yo, my eyes are burning right now. What am I looking at? Yo, it's fucking 6:48 in the morning. I've been up since like 2. Yo, this is crazy. Yo, all right, what was that? All right, Death Stranding. So it looks like it's another open world game. But like Baron said, we still don't know what the fuck is going on with that game and shit like that. But I'll be honest, I kind of like that because so far this is the only game this gen where we haven't instantly categorized it as a clone to something else. You know what I'm saying? We haven't said, oh, this is just another. It's another game yet, you know. So I like the fact that there's still fucking mystery to this game. Is it a survival horror? Is it a stealth horror? Who knows what the fuck? Is it fucking a baby making game? Who knows? Fucking, you know, fucking fetus eating abortion clinic. Who the fuck knows? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe this. I don't know. You know, maybe this is a liberal agenda. I don't fucking know. But I like the fact that this isn't a straight up as just another X game. So I hope when we get more info, it is a unique title that separates itself from everything
here's
else.
the question though: does the lack of gameplay? Because I hope there's some gameplay in the game. What would they show? But there's just walking around, some shooting, some combat, something.
Well, we saw the guy was loading up his gun, but they didn't show an actual gunfight and all of that. So I'm assuming it's gonna have guns it's gonna have some type of gunfight gameplay and stuff like that. But here, the question is, the way these guys are scared of whoever the fuck those hand walking, I guess CrossFitters are fucking
on the bulls, right?
Who knows, right? We don't know if it's like one of those alien isolation type games where you can't just go straight up and gun blast your way because you'll get fucked up easy. Who the fuck knows? You know what I'm saying? So I like that. I personally like the intrigue behind that. It's not a straight up derivative. We know exactly what it is type game. So there's more on that and stuff like that. Spider-Man, just like I predicted, it's gonna be the best Spider-Man I've ever seen. That shit looks fucking fire. It looks like the Sinister Six is in that motherfucker, which
it is.
That shit looks fucking phenomenal.
She got a lot of bosses, right?
Yo, that shit was crazy. That shit's crazy, and they left it on a cliffhanger because he was getting his ass fucked up. So I don't know. Maybe Miles Morales. I don't know. Maybe there's a co-op. I think that would be pretty cool if you have Miles Morales and shit like that. Right. We'll see. We'll see how it is. And stuff
I was telling my boy that part that they played at the press conference, that might be the beginning of the game. You know what I'm saying?
So? Like the start?
The beginning, yeah.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be a veteran Spider-Man. He isn't new at this.
It's not the beginning. Get all them dudes back in the prison.
It's not the beginning.
Kind of like the Batman game.
Right, hold up. I gotta pay the bills right quick. Nerd Nate said it's an interdimensional apocalyptic game. And my man said here that motherfucker 100 just like one of Fat Albert kids.
I wonder he always got that avatar on deck, bro.
Yo, that motherfucker, 100 actually looks like his Xbox avatar and shit.
Hey man.
Oh man.
I can get drunk in the game and I can get drunk in real life. Hey man.
My man's clothes is DLC and shit.
Yo, it's like a Fortnite character.
Oh man.
You guys are straight messy.
He like Jet Set Radio. Put that shit on, bro.
Y'all lost it. Jet Set Radio.
Jet Set Radio.
Hey, Carmack said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna get in on the action too."
I'm looking at the picture. I'm like, yo, this dude looks like his Xbox avatar. Yo, I think he got the same shirt. Like the same guy. Yo, finally closing out. I was surprised about Neo too.
Yeah.
I've been talking about that 2017. That's my third most played game, and that's a good alternative to Bloodborne. So if you're like a Bloodborne fan, Neo 2 is on the spot. You know what I'm saying? So that's a fucking great. You know what I'm saying? Remake, that's exciting. Multiplats on all platforms, but I think that's pretty exciting for Resident Evil fans because I know we wanted a Resident Evil 2 remake for the longest.
Do you think it'll be in VR?
Yeah, I don't know. No, because it's not first person.
Right.
It's not a first person. This is third person. So I don't think it'll be and stuff like that. And then what surprised me when I saw that Control game, I'm like, yo, is this Quantum Break?
Yes.
What the fuck is this? Yeah. I don't know what the fuck.
Using the same engine.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming. But it looks like it's a different game. But I think it's using the same mechanics.
It looks like
Quantum Break,
right?
It reminds me of Quantum Break, maybe. But I think Quantum Break IP is owned by Microsoft, so maybe So I think what they did was they did what From Software did. So when they released Dark Souls, it was multiplat. Is because they couldn't release Demon Souls because Demon Souls is owned by Sony IP. So then what they do, they made Dark Souls, which is the same mechanics, but it's Dark Souls. So now they're able to put on every platform. So maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe they're taking what they did with Quantum Break and created another universe, but the same mechanics. Yeah. So it's called Control and shit like that. But I mean, it'll be on every platform.
With that being said, that's kind of a shame because I always was under the impression that Microsoft kind of forced Remedy into making this real big game where they made Alan Wake where you were just shooting shadows. So it seems like just like Sunset Overdrive, that Remedy maybe wanted to expand on this world and Microsoft probably turned them down. You know,
that's a good point. Maybe Microsoft's like, man, fuck this franchise. We ain't doing this shit. And they're like, all right, fuck you.
That could have been Quantum Break 2.
It could have been. Who knows? It probably could be. Probably. What if this game is really Quantum Break 2, but
that game is Quantum Break 2, period.
It looks just like it.
Man, what does he know? He's on the Switch.
You ain't no denying that, baby.
So overall, I give the conference a B+. I can't give it no A in any shape or form because the pacing was just it's just a bad.
Here's a good question. So, what did you give Microsoft's?
B.
You gave Sony a B plus and Microsoft a B.
Okay, so they just
ain't that some shit?
Those some generous mugs, man.
Hey, my man got a game. He said numbers don't lie and pictures don't lie. I'm like, God.
Y'all need to stop, man.
Hey, yo, God said my man got his jeans from the Avatar shop.
Is J Dub still here?
No, nothing.
Man.
Yeah, you asleep, man. But again, man, listen, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody want to say anything else before we get the hell up out of here? Oh, Griff. Griff.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
I'm sorry, I know it's kind of late for you, bro. Pass. But listen, check it out. What would you, if you had to rate Sony show, rate it, like far as graded, rather? I'm sorry. What would you
give it an 8?
Give it an A?
No, an 8.
Oh,
8 out of 10.
Sorry. Okay. What would you give Microsoft's?
6 or 7.
Oh.
Damn.
I think they had a good show. It's just they didn't have enough exclusives.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
Everybody else rated there. Everybody else rated theirs.
Well, I mean,
what was everybody's ratings?
Oh,
yeah. I give Sony show a B. I'll give a B plus and give Microsoft a B minus. I'm like this. Sony showed the better games,
but they had a bad show.
It had a bad show, and Microsoft.
Did they really show the better games?
Yeah, the exclusive wise, yeah, that goes.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Last of Us 2, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can agree with that.
It wasn't long. Resident Evil looked at creating this multiplat that P7 or
that's good.
Looked at amazing. Neho again, that's a new exclusive out of nowhere. So you know what I mean? And again, why not? I guess Microsoft went all out, but didn't go all out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they need that 1 or 2 unannounced.
I don't know what they still didn't do. I don't care if they showed it in game like they did with Shanghai Heights.
Yeah.
Something. You know what I mean? They should have did something like that.
Like a trailer or CGI something.
Yeah,
I could concur with that.
Brought that back on stage or something. You know what I mean? Whatever the hell the case may be. You know what I mean? So that's why I rated Sony's a little higher when you pull everything away. You know what I mean?
Question for you, Z. You know how you always saying that Microsoft doesn't know how to make shows. Do you feel like they did their thing with this show? Like,
I think
it was a good show.
I think it was a good show.
It was a good show.
The presentation and the pacing was on point.
What I asked for Microsoft, what they didn't do, they didn't bring that weird motherfucker on stage for about 15-20 minutes.
Who was that?
Oh, the Minecraft or whatever.
Chris Chyla.
Yeah,
Idea at Xbox, dude.
Oh, Idea at
Xbox. They really showed, even though all the games didn't appeal to me, they were good showing games.
Yeah.
That showed well on the stage, besides that fucking Gears pop shit at the end. But Gears of War 5, I'm fucking stoked. Like that looked crazy.
That shit looked crazy.
With them hammers,
Let's go down like Moss.
Crazy.
Moss, what you gave?
Oh, y'all some generous motherfuckers. I gave Microsoft, and I'm grading this basically on what they needed to do. Microsoft, I gave them a 6 because even though it was a good presentation, their job this weekend was to go and show people, stop the bleeding, say, hey, look, for y'all that was dismayed, that was the core, y'all can come on back because we got something tangible for you soon as far as hardcore games. I see they got 5 new studios, but we done already seen what they do with studios under Phil. Look at Rare and Sea of Thieves. So I'm not excited about that.
Right.
Secondly, with Sony, even though they're ahead, they're up 2.5 to 1. Besides The Last of Us, I was not impressed. Last of Us is the game of the show for me right now. I won't say that. But Ghost of Tsushima needs more time in the oven.
What about Spider-Man?
And Spider-Man looked good. Looked good. It didn't. The reason why I'm not Spider-Man to me is going to do better than God of War, just because it's Spider-Man, it looks good, and Spider-Man just has broader appeal. So with how good God of War did, Spider-Man's going to even blow that out of water. I'm saying that because I didn't really see anything today that was better than what I've already seen. Yeah. So Spider-Man is still solid. Spider-Man is solid. But that motherfucker, Death Stranding, man, look. Somebody could get punched in the middle of their throat for that shit. No,
you'll hurt the baby, man. You can't do that.
You will hurt the baby. That is child abuse.
You gotta think
that is child abuse. You punch somebody in the throat.
That's child abuse, dog. Go ahead.
And for that to be one of your 4, if you got, look, man, you got 2 out of your 4. That one doesn't look ready. The other one just looks awful. As far as I'm concerned now, because we don't know what the hell it is. That's 50%. So I give them 6.5.
All right. So what you give Microsoft?
6.
You gave Sony a 6.5.
Yep.
Yo, Fonz just showed up.
Oh damn, shit, damn, son. I thought black would be late. You on white boy time?
Goddamn. Yo, Griffin. How about Griffin? Oh no, he already said yours.
Griffin is.
We get a quick rundown with Fonz and then.
Yo, Dave, your final score.
What up?
What's your scores for Microsoft and Sony conference?
After watching Microsoft's again, give it a B.
Okay.
Sony get a B plus.
Okay.
That's what I'm at it with.
And Alex, how about you?
Oh, you want to know the truth?
Oh shit! There you go.
That Microsoft shit was a D, right?
Yo, you and Barry need a.
Hey, what is that on screen right now, bro?
all day.
Don't start.
Shit, nigga.
Don't start. Oh, here we go.
Let me be cool though.
All right, so you got a D.
I give Microsoft shit a C plus.
All right.
You know where I'm going. Last of Us took my heart. I'm gonna say A plus, man.
Oh my god.
Sure.
Look like K Mega gave birth to 100.
Damn.
Said K Mega
Like a retired mom.
He said K Mega
gave birth to 100.
He said K Mega
Like Mega gave birth to 100.
Yo, it's different. Man, leave them guys alone, man.
All jokes.
Leave them guys alone, man. Y'all
said, why am I
all
so
messy
K
right
Mega?
now, man?
Yo, you are bad, bro.
Super messy, man.
I'm mad these niggas sitting in the shelter making this shit, bro.
Hey, yo, come on.
Y'all are so damn disrespectful, bro.
Ah, dude, that's so disrespectful, bro.
You in the shelter making this video, bro. I'm telling you, did you see? Oh my god. Go to 100 page, bro.
That man said 100 still buying Jenko jeans off his face.
They got Wranglers.
Yo, you see that nigga got on some motherfucking size 40 in the waist Wranglers.
They stay away from the comment section, the chat.
I know, man.
They going crazy in the chat.
Back to the show. Back to E3. Y'all gonna make me lose my breath.
I didn't know K Mega was 400 pounds. Oh, shit.
That's what we call him the K Mega 405.
I'm done. I'm sorry.
Thank y'all.
Love you, nigga.
What he say? Thank y'all for coming out.
Oh shit!
Oh man.
Why your man Fonz left though?
Yo, man. My man out there rocking FUBU. Yo, man. I can't do this right now.
Hey,
I can't do this right now.
Hey, yo, 100 got on some motherfucking caulk and now.
Y'all gonna leave my man with his Canai jeans and his Freddy sweater alone.
My God,
That man got on Heelys.
Yo, the dude said K Mega got the baby from Death Stranding.
I don't want no part of this. I don't want no part of this.
I trap out.
This podcast is so wrong.
Hey, yo, see why you go got the diabetic? He think he kid. I don't want to grow up because maybe if I did. Hey, yo, hold up. Fly guy said K Mega got that bacon from Death Stranding in his belly and stomach. And shit.
Man.
I don't want no parts of this, y'all. Real disrespectful.
This shit crazy.
Hey, all day, man. Gonna finish
Hey,
it.
finish it.
Who started this shit though?
You started the shit. You did when you posted the pic of the
No, I've been getting at them all day. Hey, listen, they'll talking shit about us, man.
Yeah, I heard the little shots they were sending on the
Yeah,
street.
you ain't gonna sit here and talk about the family. We gonna get that shooting.
Oh, they was talking about us?
Yeah.
Yo, you can't listen. You
Don't
can't
listen to
come
that
after-
garbage.
Here's a message to everybody listening. Do not come after the multiplayer podcast.
Don't come for us.
Listen, we day in, day out rag on each other, and we family. Imagine what the fuck we're gonna do to you.
Outside niggas.
We cut our own. We like Spartans. We will cut our own.
Hey, yo,
There was some indirect shots. It was some indirect shots.
Do some indirect.
Everybody.
Don't.
I know what Alex talking about because I heard.
Listen,
Don't even look in our direction the wrong way.
Facts. We rib on each other all fucking day, every fucking day.
Like nothing.
Somebody said K Mega.
We wake up talking shit to each other.
We wake up.
Come for
Yo,
you.
all of us go to sleep at night. Yo, motherfuckers go to sleep at night. How the fuck can I make Puerto Rock look stupid tomorrow?
Them Paco jeans fire though.
We're gonna find a way to
Wait, somebody said can't make it look like he boneless.
Hey, motherfucker, he said, yo, 100, like the black current and scalebound. What are they
This ain't even the show no more, man.
Hey, who said he looked like a Fortnite character?
Hey, Morgana go have a field day with this.
Oh, shit.
Strict savagery.
100 wearing K Mega jeans. Yeah.
Y'all ridiculous. Right
Y'all
now.
horrible, man.
All right, okay. What you give? You gave Microsoft a B- and Sony a B+?
Yep, that's it, bro. Last of Us was amazing. All the games they showed, I'm interested in. Microsoft sold a couple games, whatever. Fuck them.
All right.
Who else? Baron, what'd you give it?
Oh, it's on me already. I gave
man.
Sony a 7. I was being real generous because Last of Us, even though I don't give a fuck about it, it did look pretty cool.
Yeah.
And Resident Evil 2 was fucking phenomenal. The reason I gave it a 7 is because
You nigga chewing on a turnbuckle? What's going on?
yeah, I was trying to
on those goddamn Slim Jim.
Step into a Slim Jim.
Oh yeah, he like Macho Man right now.
And the reason it's that low because the conference was, it was paced terrible.
Yeah.
Had 2 old senior citizens up there trying to blow into instruments.
He said he got some neon wearing shoes.
Y'all need to quit, man.
Hey, I'm sorry. God damn.
2 of those deep dives didn't look so hot, especially at Death Stranding. Oh God, I'm so sick.
So you basically says a deep dive in 3 feet water, right?
And why you give the Microsoft conference?
I gave Microsoft an 8. So Sony is 7, Microsoft an 8. Microsoft had more surprises. That's pretty much why they got a higher score. Yeah, they didn't show gameplay of Halo, but I'd rather them just announce Halo the way they did instead of showing what the fuck Ghost of Tsushima had and what Death Stranding had. So that's for damn sure.
All right.
We're gonna be here when that Nintendo drop tomorrow, yo.
All right. We got Mass.
Yeah.
If you had to grade it too.
Xbox get a 7.5. I gave it yesterday, and PlayStation get like a 6.7.
Hey. All right.
The only thing that saved that shit was The Last of Us.
Yeah.
And Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like I agree with everybody. It looked dope. The concept I'm with, the combat, that shit needs to be a little refined, especially coming from Sucker Punch. Yeah. I expect it to be more fluid. Just because everything they've done up to now has been more fluid. And exactly. that shit seemed like it was like press X now. Yeah. Press circle now. Like I wasn't too much feeling that shit, but I'm with the concept like that. I'm still looking forward to that game. And Death Stranding, that shit can die in a fucking fire. Like I don't even know what the fuck it is. Right now it's a mountain climbing simulator. I don't need that shit in my life.
I need to watch it again. I watched it on the movie theater.
Can't make like a middle-aged lunch lady. Like, come on.
With the hairnet.
Oh shit.
This shit.
Oh shit.
Everybody get their goddamn score.
Post, give your scores.
I give Microsoft an 8, and I give Sony 8.2.
So, you get
8.5. 8.5.
You get it into Sony.
I give Microsoft an 8. The reason why I give Microsoft an 8, just understanding that they fucked up, understanding that, hey, we hear what y'all saying about exclusives and buying the first party studios and all that shit.
Yeah.
But that shit for next gen, this shit is over. So this shit is over. But Sony, the show was fucked up in regards to the presentation and the pacing, but the content they showed, the 5 exclusives they showed, in an additional exclusive with Neo 2, you have to give them the benefit of that show there, because it was more exclusive than multiplayer.
It don't matter if your exclusive look like Death Stranding.
They better show Smash Bros. Pause.
Yeah,
he played them all.
They don't do nothing but I'm still a little bit more text on the Wii U version. Shit. No, they do.
Well, the winners will be revealed tomorrow at noon. I'm ready for it. This is gonna,
we are too.
This gonna be easy to beat. This is gonna be easy to beat.
They're gonna be watching.
Yeah,
gonna get you on the show. They gonna murder your mother.
I might just pop up at the Nintendo store.
Anyway, hey yo, he said 100 like Rover. When them characters and shit, man. I'm done, man. Yeah. But listen, we about to get the hell up out of here. If you guys enjoyed the show today, man. So goddamn, make him like a character on Time Splitter from the GameCube.
He said he leaves the motor cart in the parking lot at Walmart.
Yo, hey, hit my Twitter with some more pictures of these bum ass niggas. Yeah.
But listen,
is that Andrew? Is that Andy Milanikis right there? What the fuck?
Oh, what's that dude with that?
I
didn't peep that with the kitchen.
Look at that Pink Pete.
But listen, thank you all. He said maybe too old to be damaging showing video games every week. Thank you all for watching another one of my dog shit shows. This bitch turned into the multiplayer. Then it hit the like
real quick. That nigga Alex, man.
We're gonna leave that shit up there too.
Yeah, This will be the thumbnail.
Is that the thumbnail?
Oh, is the thumbnail?
Oh. So they were taking shots, free smoke.
Yeah, hell yeah, free smoke.
So are we also? What was the free shot? What was the